Well, Coach, the season is upon us. How excited are you to get going?
We're ready to go see what we're kind of made of. Of course, you never think you're quite ready for match one, but the girls are definitely ready to see somebody different across the net from themselves, and we're at that point where we're starting to know the other players' practice tendencies and those kind of things. So for us to get better, we got to start playing somebody new at this point.
I know you had an inter squad on Saturday. How did that go, and what did you see from your team?
I was happy the way they played Saturday. I thought that was probably as best as we've been during preseason. So we saw some things that we liked. A few kids short, of course, with Tina being out and Barbara Crew being out, but we got good looks at everybody else, and people are continuing to make progress.
You mentioned that there was a lot of competition in the gym when you had your first practice. So now that you're near the end of your last preseason practice, how's that competition going?
There's still a lot of competition in the gym. We have a number of spots that kids are very close, and it's been difficult to really set into a truly starting lineup. And I'm not sure we will weekend one. I think we'll see a variety of lineups over the course of the weekend, and the good thing is the depth in the gym is much better than it ever has been before. So there's going to be young kids that have good days, and they're gonna have bad days. We're gonna lean on a couple freshmen and newcomers this year early on, and if those kids struggle, there's going to be other people that step in and pick up the slack, and vice versa. If some of our veterans have an off day, there's people behind them now that can come in and get them through a couple rotations or get them through a set and let them refocus and get back on the court.
When the preseason honors came in, were you happy to see Ragni Stenkinudsen finally got her due?
For sure. She's worked extremely hard, and she's just a quiet, humble kid. And individual accolades are something that she definitely doesn't go out and strive for, and it's not something that she needs for herself to be a confident player. But it was nice to see that other people are taking notice of really what she did last year, and she was a little unsung for us last year, and we expect her to carry a little bit more role this year, and she stepped up during preseason, and she's starting to come out of her shell and starting to become a vocal leader on this team, and that's going to allow her to be a little bit more visible present from match to match.
Bojana Mitrovic, preseason WAC Player of the Year. How about that?
She's definitely put in the work over the last 2 years to earn that as a senior. She's been up and down with injuries both years a little bit, so she's going to have to stay healthy. We're working her back slowly, controlling her swing count, controlling her jump count a little bit to make sure that she's healthy for the long haul this year, and she's 100% at the end of the season.
How'd you feel about being picked second in the preseason poll?
I guess it puts us up there where people are gunning for us. We made a nice run for 3 days at the end of last season to win the conference, but we weren't a consistent team throughout the WAC season. So we're going to have to go out and figure out how to win on the road with this young group in order to earn that second spot.
Who are you going to have for captains this year?
We'll keep with Alex and Bojana. They've been there for a couple years, and they're doing a nice job in that role, and Bojana's got one more year run at it, and then Alex will be a senior next year, and we'll get to add somebody younger for her to kind of show the ropes to.
What's that first day of the season going to be like when you start the day with the number 21 team in the nation and you end the day with the number 10 team in the nation, Ohio State and BYU?
The thing for us is going to be, can we get something out of that? I mean, of course, we'd love to go up there and surprise one of those two teams, but those teams are very returning a lot of kids, both playing very tough conferences, both made deep runs into the NCAA tournament last year. So we're realistic with what those teams are. They're two very, very good teams. Both of them, I mean, no reason that Ohio State shouldn't be middle to top of the Big Ten this year, and BYU, I don't see why they wouldn't have a chance to make a run into the Final 8 or Final 4 this year. So can we get something out of those matches? Can we go up there and challenge those teams and start getting some confidence and show that we can compete with that next step? That's definitely the next step above of where we're competing right now. So we got to see if we can do that, and where this program needs to go. We need to show kids in this program what we believe we can do here.